what the better times ahead. He hasn't a Thyestes on his CV. Looks good. We're away this time and racing for the 2026 running of the Goffs Thyestes. And as they go towards fence number 1, IRE is prominent. Spanish Harlem might have touched down in front over fence number 1. High Class Hero, Intense Raffles. You won't miss him, the big white one on the near side. And it is Intense Raffles. It leads them by the post first time. Spanish Harlem, Key de Bourbon, She Could Be Anything. Up on the inside, Answer to Kayf. High Class Hero in the leading group. Yeah Man is wide of Velvet Elvis and Harry Grey, and they're chased by Search for Glory. Will Do is down the inside. Pipe Piper follows. Captain Cody is next. Behind these, Velvet Elvis, wider out, better times ahead. Wider again now is the hour. Shanbally Kid towards the back with Jordans and Conyers Hill. Those two have dropped in, as you would have imagined. So they turn to race down along the back straight. And Answer to Kayf, the Troy Town winner, leads. The Kerry National winner, Spanish Harlem, is second. The Irish National winner, Intense Raffles, is third. Great coming together of some good handicaps to come into the Thyestes. Key de Bourbon, who won a beginners here last year, is next. She Could Be Anything, the only 10 times winner in the race, is next. And they're chased by Will Do, Search for Glory. Yeah Man, High Class Hero, and Velvet Elvis. Better times ahead is in between. Now is the hour and Pipe Piper, and they're chased by Shanbally Kid. Captain Cody is towards the back of the field alongside Jordan's Will Do and Conyers Hill. So now they race down towards the second one down along the back. Spanish Harlem with Intense Raffles. They're the leading pair as they go towards the first of the ditches, being followed by Search for Glories in there too. Towards the inside, Answer to Kayf as they go out over the next and continue right down towards the end of the back straight. And it's Spanish Harlem and Intense Raffles who lead them.
Yeah, and they're going a decent gallop. Looked like Harry Desongle made a mistake at that previous fence and maybe interfered with High Class Hero. I thought that's what it was on first appearance, Richard. They all seemed to jump that well with Shanbally Kid bringing up the rear in the blue cap.
So they go towards the final one down along the back. Spanish Harlem in the centre of that arrowhead. On his right hand side is Answer to Kayf. On the left is the grey Intense Raffle. She Could Be Anything. Yeah Man prominent. Right up there too, Key de Bourbon on the outside of Answer to Kayf. She Could Be Anything got close. High Class Hero lost a length. And Captain Cody's gone. Captain Cody, the Scottish National winner. And that message has just reached the crowd. And there is a disappointed number of punters. It's good to see Horse and Rider up and away, but it won't be Captain Cody's year. It is Spanish Harlem with Answer to Kayf, Key de Bourbon, Intense Raffles, Will Do, Search for Glory, and then She Could Be Anything with Harry Desongle. Yeah Man, good jump by Pipe Piper, mistake Harry Desongle, who drops back alongside High Class Hero. Velvet Elvis is on the inside of Now Is the Hour. Jordans and Conyers Hill keep company, and Shanbally Kid is last of all. They swing downhill now to make their way in towards the straight and on towards the 3 up the straight. Spanish Harlem, centre of the track, the mount of Sean Cleary Farrell claiming 7. On the outside is Intense Raffles and JJ Slevin. Towards the inside is John Shinnick on Answer to Kayf. Just behind these is Key de Bourbon, Yeah Man, She Could Be Anything. Better Times Ahead is right there in the group. And just this one's outside is High Class Hero as they begin the turn now in towards the straight and take along the line of 3. And pinned to the outside is Intense Raffles. Centre Spanish Harlem. Towards the inside is Answer to Kayf. And they're being followed by Velvet Elvis is on the inside of Will Do. She Could Be Anything's back there behind as well. Key de Bourbon's ahead of Harry Desongle as the take. And Spanish Harlem got very low over that one. Didn't lose too much ground, but the momentum won't help as they go to the middle one of 3 up the straight. And they're pretty tightly bunched, Ruby. There's not much from first to about 10th or 12th.
No, there's not. The grey in the centre, Harry Desongle, has made a couple of mistakes. Better times ahead. JP McCollins has got with the white cap, was sloppy at the third last. Better there at the back in the blue cap. Shanbally Kid has made a mistake or two, and so down the inside in the white cap has Search for Glory.
So they take the fence, which will be the last next time. High Class Hero was pretty low over that one, and 6 or 8 lengths would cover most of them as they come up to pass the post this time. And it is Answer to Kayf with Spanish Harlem, the leading 2. Key de Bourbon is on the outside of 2 other Jigginstowns, Will Do and Search for Glory. Harry Desongle and then Intense Raffles and She Could Be Anything. Pipe Piper, Velvet Elvis stuck to the inside. Right behind these, Better Times Ahead with Yeah Man, who's just lost a position or 2. Now Is the Hour is next with High Class Hero, who's done the same and dropped back a little towards the outside of Shanbally Kid, who's moved forward by 1. At the back are still Conyers Hill alongside Jordan's. 8 to 10 lengths for me to cover first to last. It's Answer to Kayf from Spanish Harlem, then Key de Bourbon on the outside, Search for Glory. Just behind them is Will Do, Intense Raffle, She Could Be Anything, Yeah Man, Better Times Ahead and Pipe Piper. Velvet Elvis on the inside of Now Is the Hour. High Class Hero trying to move forward again, and they're chased by Shanbally Kid, Jordans and Conyers Hill. Still so tightly bunched in the Thyestes. You might have thought on this ground they'd string out a bit, but they've timed it right up thus far. Spanish Harlem, Answer to Kayf, they're the leading pair. Slight mistake, She She Could Be Anything at that one. As they go down now towards the next, Spanish Harlem, Intense Raffles, Key de Bourbon towards the inside, Answer to Kayf. Yeah Man is wide. Better Times Ahead's right there in the group alongside IRE des Angres, and She Could Be Anything just behind these. Search for Glory, Slight Mistake, Pied Piper in behind Will Do. They're chased by High Class Hero. Conyers Hills trying to move forward now a little on the outside of Jordan's, and Velvet Elvis, who's dropped back. Shambally Kills still last. Heading down.
Hard to rule anything out, Richard, sorry, but JJ Slevin is starting to struggle a little bit on the grey on the outside, Intense Raffles.
So it's still Spanish Harlem who leads to the final one down along the back. She Could Be Anything, the mare. Key de Bourbon wide in the Jig and Sound Silks. Then Better Times Ahead. Answer to Kayf is still right up there. Towards the inside, Search for Glory and Will Do. Pied Piper's just behind the leaders. IRE des Angres in the group. Spanish Harlem hit that hard as they race now on the turn towards the fourth last on the Goffs Thyestes. Spanish Harlem, She Could Be Anything, Better Times Ahead. Answer to Kayf comes back at them. Search for Glory's on the inside. Key de Bourbon's picking up again on the outside of IRE des Angres, and Pied Piper now as the hour moves forward. High Class Hero and Danny Stokes them into the straight. Jordan's is creeping forward. Conyers Hill is on the move as well. So many with chances. Key de Bourbon made a mistake. Irish national winners dropped right out. Intense Raffles. Yeah Man, the Troy Town runner-up, has dropped back, but it's Spanish Harlem. She Could Be Anything, Better Times Ahead now as the hour on the outside travels strongly. Answer to Kayf is still there. IRE des Angres, Pied Piper, Key de Bourbon the wide outside. The white cap of Search for Glory. Conyers Hill creeps away. Then Jordan's Real Do is ridden along. Shambally Kid's got work to do as they swing down towards the third last. Spanish Harlem still the Kerry national winner. She Could Be Anything on the outside. High Class Hero now as the hours followed by Key de Bourbon. Conyers Hill swings wide. Better Times Ahead's going to cut short into the straight. Answer to Kayf does the same. Search for Glory's on the inside. Oh, if you've had a bet, you're probably live with a chance. There's still 8 or 10 or more as they come towards the third last in the Thyestes. Rising in front. Let's see what lies is first in front. Oh, it's tight. She Could Be Anything on the near side. Yeah Man's pulled up. Lost Pied Piper. Spanish Harlem. Better Times Ahead comes through. Now is the hour. The Chase Maiden could open it in big company. It's Better Times Ahead to the second last with just about Spanish Harlem for company. Now is the hour. Hit it hard. Now they're separating out. She Could Be Anything next over the far side. Answer to Kayf. One left to jump. Spanish Harlem's come back at them again from Now Is the Hour. Spanish Harlem. Oh, he's unshipped. And that leaves Better Times Ahead in front from Now Is the Hour in second. And the rider's horse comes across him. So much has happened in the closing stages, but racing inside the closing stages, the story is Mark Walsh. The race is the Goffs Thyestes, and he's just about possibly held on, but maybe Now Is the Hour. So close. Now Is the Hour came right back on the far side. Better Times Ahead the near. Drama to the end. Answer to Kayf was next, and they were followed in by She Could Be Anything. Conyers Hill was in fact the final finisher. 1, 2, 3, 4. So many with a chance. 3 out, Ruby. Only 5 went by the judge. We don't know which one won.
I think the closer may well have got there. I feel for that young man there, Sean Cleary Farrell, walking back in after being unseated from Spanish Harlem at the last, and then it was left to Better Times Ahead, who pulled himself up as Now Is the Hour rallied under Eoin Staples. And you stand on finishing lines more than me, Richard, but very invariably it suits the closer for some reason.
Yeah, he was all over a winner to there, but so fast Now Is the Hour.
First number 13.
13
Second
Now Is
number
the Hour.
18.
He's not a winner there. He's a nick down 14. There. The last 2 strides, possibly the horse the far side. It's something to chase. Oh, 13, 18.
Yeah. 13 Now Is the Hour.
Now Is the Hour, who's the Eoin Staples and Gavin Cromwell had a winner earlier on this afternoon. He's 4th in the Paddy Power. He was a Chase Maiden up to a couple of minutes ago. I think we see Katie with Eoin Staples.
Oh, well done, absolutely brilliant. Winner for Thyestes.
Yeah, unbelievable, Katie. I grew up looking at this race. I'm only from about an hour down the road in Wexford. It's a big thing in the southeast, and to get an opportunity to even ride in it is huge. But to go and win it is unbelievable.
Talk us through it. How did it all pan out for you? What was the plan?
I got a grand start. The main thing was to get me into a rhythm, and it took a while. It wasn't until about a mile that I was happy. I tracked wide everywhere. I tracked heat everywhere. And once he got into a rhythm, he was dynamite. Just down over the last 3, the strides weren't coming for me, and I started to panic a bit. But he's as tough as nails, and he grounded out well.
He did ground it out well. He was a fast finisher from the back of the last. He rallied well, didn't he?
Yeah, unbelievable. He really put down his head for me. Look, a big thanks to Gavin and his owners for giving me an opportunity. He's been supporting me well all year, and to get a big one for him, I'm glad to repay him back a small bit.
Oh, and you're with Gavin 4 days a week, along with being with Paul Nolan. And Gavin's horses are really starting to kick in now, and this is his third winner today. But I know by your voice, you're a bit overwhelmed by the whole thing.
Yeah, look, it's a big day. I know loads of people here, and to get a winner in front of them, it's magic.
It's very special. When you say there's loads of people here, are your family here?
Family aren't here, but they're all watching on. My brother is awake over in Australia, and along with his girlfriend, and they're watching on, and I hope they're proud.
Oh, proud! Sure, why wouldn't they be? It's absolutely brilliant. But I'm delighted you're getting such a kick out of it. It's a big winner. It's a lovely race to have on your CV. Owen, well done.
Thanks very much, Kay. Cheers.
Well done.
A last gasp victory for Eoin Staples. Now is the hour, and Gavin Cromwell getting his first Thyestes Chase win as well. He travelled oh so well into the straight, Barry. He looked like he was beaten with a fence to jump, and it all changed.
It did. You know, it was a race that changed a million times, and you have to feel, as Ruby said, for Sean Cleary-Farrell, Spanish Harlem at the last.
You have to feel for Robert Tyner and JP McManus and Mark
Well, he ran a
Walsh.
brilliant race. They had the roll of the dice. They were left in front probably sooner than ideal, but this horse is just flown home and just nabbed it in the last stride. Brilliant performance.
Racing can be cruel.
Racing can be cruel, and you know it makes heroes, and it puts you on the floor as well as quick. But it was a brilliant finish. Eoin Staples is a rider who has really come to the fore this season. You know, riding brilliantly. Gavin is supplying him with lots of opportunities too, but he's delivering on those occasions. Gavin's probably been quiet for the last couple of weeks, but he's had a good run today. He's 3 winners today. But Eoin Staples is definitely a rider. He knows his way around. He knows what the winning post is. He rides well over the jump. He's a really good all-rounder and a name definitely for the future.
Absolutely, and he's really going to enjoy this. We were watching him. He was chartering a wide path from mid-division. I think he jumped the second last up sides in front. This horse really had to battle, but obviously takes a little bit of getting. A couple of horses came down and different things. A favourite exited early. There was a lot happening in this race, Ruby.
It was, but it's a handicap chase, Jane. That's what's supposed to happen. And we got some finish for a race that only ended up with 5 finishes in the end. So many had a chance at the 4th last, but look, this fella's got up and put his nose in front where it counted.
And that's what we like to see.
Yeah, but that's what you want to see, and that's the beauty of it. This fella was running a cracking race in Cheltenham last year when he tipped up the BDS Syndicate. He ran a blinder in the Paddy Power behind Favre de Champdou, and he has delivered here this afternoon. And big turn, big swing for Gavin Cromwell as well. I know you say hard luck on Robert Tyner, and it is hard luck on him to get nabbed on the line. More hard luck on Sean Cleary-Farrell to get a chance like that on his local track as well. But that's sport, isn't it?
Isn't it? It's a great leveller. Well, today is Eoin Staples Day. It is now is the hour. Let's see what price he returned, because it's a big pot and a huge prize going back to Gavin Cromwell's yard. The Goffs Thyestes Chase was won at 8-1 by Now is the Hour, beating Better Times Ahead, who was 17-2. He looked like he was home and hosed. The mare Shecouldbeanything was third at 33-1, and Answer to Kayf was 4th at 10-1 for Terence O'Brien. We'll catch up with winning connections after we